Welcome back to QuickReader. We are nearing the end of our journey through the Atomic Habits framework. So far, we've mastered how to make habits obvious and attractive. But even if you know what to do, and even if you want to do it, the habit might still feel too hard. Motivation fades, but effort is always present. Today, we solve that problem with the third law of behavior change. Make it easy. This law is all about engineering your life. So the path of good habits is literally the path of least resistance. The third law focuses on the response, which is the actual physical or mental action you take. James Clear argues that human behavior is governed by the law of least effort. We are fundamentally wired to choose the option that requires the least amount of work, both physical and mental. When you're tired at the end of the day, you'll naturally choose the takeout menu over cooking and the TV remote over the book on the shelf. This means that the biggest barrier to creating a new habit is not lack of desire, it's friction. Friction is the resistance you face when starting a task. If it takes 5 steps to start exercising, but only 1 step to scroll social media, you will always choose the scrolling. You want to make the good habits as effortless as pressing a button. The key to the third law is to design your life so that starting the good habit is almost effortless. You want the habit to require the least amount of physical and mental energy possible. The most powerful strategy for making any habit easy is the 2-minute rule. This rule states that when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. The goal here is not to achieve results. The goal is to master the art of showing up. Every big habit can be simplified into a tiny 2-minute introductory version. By reducing the action to just 2 minutes, you overcome the biggest hurdle, the initial inertia of getting started. Here is how you downgrade your habits using this rule. Instead of, I will write an essay, downgrade to, I will open my laptop and write 1 sentence. Instead of, I will run 3 miles, downgrade to, I will tie my running shoes. Instead of, I will read a chapter, downgrade to, I will read 1 page. Instead of, I will start meditating for 30 minutes, downgrade to, I will sit down quietly for 1 minute. The 2-minute rule gets your body moving. Once you tie your running shoes, you might as well step outside. Once you open the book, reading 1 page turns into 2, then 5. This rule is not a trick. It's a strategy to make the entry point of the habit so simple that you literally cannot say no. You are simply showing up and casting a vote for your desired identity. To decrease friction, you must prime your environment, which means preparing the desired action in advance so the next action is easy. Think about the number of steps required to do your good habit. If you want to drink more water, but your water bottle is in the cupboard, you have to walk over. Open the cupboard, grab the bottle, walk to the sink, fill it, and then go back to your desk. That's high friction. The power of priming. The best habits are those you only have to decide on once. For diet. If you want to pack a lunch, pre-portion your snacks and put the containers on the counter the night before. This eliminates the need to chop or search in the morning rush. For exercise. Lay out your full workout clothes, shoes, and headphones at the foot of your bed. When the alarm rings, there is no decision to make. You just put on the clothes and go. For learning. If you are learning guitar, put the guitar stand right in the middle of the living room, next to your favorite chair. The visual and physical proximity dramatically lowers the friction. By removing these small, frustrating steps, you ensure that when the moment of truth arrives, the correct decision is the default, most effortless decision. Your environment does the heavy lifting, not your willpower. To break a bad habit, we use the inversion of the third law. Make it difficult. This means adding friction or layers of difficulty between yourself and the bad habit. We are inherently lazy, so if you make a bad habit difficult to do, your brain will naturally choose the easier option, which is to not do it. How to engineer. Friction. For media consumption. If you want to stop watching too much TV, don't just put the remote on the couch. Increase the friction. Remove the batteries from the remote, put the remote in the furthest closet, and unplug the TV. The mere hassle of retrieving the remote and plugging everything back in is often enough to stop the automatic flow of the bad habit. For distracting apps. If you waste too much time on Instagram or TikTok, delete the apps from your phone. If you truly need them for work, make yourself log in through the web browser, which is a much slower process, and then log out after every session. For bad snacking. The classic example, do not keep unhealthy snacks in the house. If the nearest donut is a 15-minute drive away, the friction is high, and the craving will likely pass. By creating this hassle barrier, you interrupt the quick, subconscious habit loop and give your rational mind time to kick in before the craving takes over. The third law teaches us that mastery is simplification. By using the powerful 2-minute rule to get started, and by strategically priming our environment to reduce friction, we make our good habits inevitable and our bad habits impossible. Thank you for watching QuickReader. In our final video, Video 5, we will explore the last law, make it satisfying, where we cover habit tracking, accountability, and the secret to long-term maintenance. Please like the video, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, what habit are you going to downgrade into a 2-minute rule habit today? We'll see you next time.